Hello students, welcome back. How are you? Hope you all are fine and safe. So students, let's continue with our subject EVS. Lesson number 10, Games of Lights. So students, in last video we have learned about how shadows are formed and how some objects allow light to pass through them. Now let's continue with our lesson. We have seen that a shadow is formed when an object blocks the path of light. But student, have you ever noticed the path of light? It is in which direction? Yes, the path of light forms in a straight line on the object. It means that sunlight falls on the object in a straight direction. Now students, let's see which side our shadows are formed. Shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. It means that the sunlight is falling on the object in a straight direction. The shadow is formed on the opposite side of that direction. For example, if you stand outdoor in the sun, on which side is your shadow formed? Yes, it is on the side opposite to the sun. Suppose if the sun is on your left side, the shadow will be on your right side. And suppose if the sun is in front of us, our shadow is formed behind us. And if it is above us, our shadow will be below us. So students, hope you all have understood how shadows are formed on the opposite side of the object. Students, what do we feel when we stand in the shadow of a tree or a building? Yes, how do we feel in a shadow of a tree or building? We feel cool. Students, do you know that are the shadows formed always of the same sizes as that of the object? Means if the shadow formed from the object, is the size same of that object and that shadow? No, they appear in different sizes. Do you know what is the reason for this? If the object is close to the light source, the shadow formed is of a bigger size. And suppose if the object moves from the light source, the shadow becomes smaller. It means that if the object is close to the light source, the shadow will form in a bigger size. And suppose if the object moves away from the light source, the shadow will become smaller. Student, have you ever seen your shadow in the morning? What does it look like? If we see our shadow in the morning, it will look long in size. Have you ever seen your shadow at noon? What do you find? In the afternoon, we will find our shadow short in size. Have you seen your shadow in the evening? In the evening, our shadow is longer in size. Students, do you know what will happen after sunset? Our shadow will be able to see. Our shadow will disappear after sunset as there is no sunlight. Can you guess why we use glass pens to make windows? Why are our spectacles made of glass? Yes, because we need to see through these objects. Glass does not block the light, so we can see through it properly. We use sunglasses when we go out in the sun because sunglasses let only some light to pass through them, and thus we are protected from the bright sunlight. So students, hope you all have understood the lesson. Thank you.